Concur processes travel booking and expense reporting for companies. We have about 14,000 corporate customers from around the world, from really small companies that are 1 or 2 person organizations to the largest companies in the world. So the original idea actually came about from an experience that I had when in my last company I had spent about 9 months on the road and I hadn't filed any expense reports in that time period. And so I literally had to fill out my expenses on a piece of paper, just each of those little squares. And so I dropped in at Egghead and was looking for a piece of software to help me. And the reality is there was no software at that time to file expenses. I think that was 1993. The very first review we ever got on our first product was by Walt Mossberg of the Wall Street Journal. It got a fantastic review. Our sales spiked the very next day. What we're great at is expense management, so let's focus our entire business on that. What's interesting is every quarter since that focus, our business has grown. In 2006, we took this massive risk to buy a travel company and integrate travel and expense reporting together. At the time, the vast majority of the industry said, look, this can't work, it won't work, we've tried it before, it hasn't worked, these guys will fail. It turned out not only did we succeeded beyond our expectations. In 2011, we bought a little company called Tripit, which manages itineraries for while you and I travel. And we think that booking travel, managing your itinerary, and filing expense reports will all be one integrated process. Right? We just made an investment in a company called Tripit in India. Fantastic booking online travel agency that's focused on the Indian market. American Express happens to be one of our strongest partners. These are relationships we think can add incredible value for our respective customers. We're delivering the central service out to millions of customers, and it's updated on a real-time basis. This is one of those assets that is a real competitive advantage, not just for our company, not just for our industry, but frankly for our country. But the fact that we can do it better, faster, cheaper, in a more compelling way than what you could in the past is the very nature of what allows for companies like ours to exist. The character of who we are as individuals, the character of who we are as a company is everything. It defines us. The fundamental strength that we have as a country is that we are innovators. It takes a little bit of faith in yourself, in your team, and a willingness to take risk.